And Sugar ensures that we go hard mode. When you go in, you go all in. Well, good luck, hard as a rock crew, Sid, Lomi, Dicey, and extra Sugar. Let's do this. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. That's right, we are the bad guys here. Now, I haven't played this game in a long time. This is gonna be tricky to remember. Let's return to stations. How do I tell people to remember where they are? I'm sure there's a button that says, yes, that's right. That's position saved. Lomi insisted that they man the weapons, so I guess Dicey is on the engine. Sid's the captain, Sugar's on the shields. Remember your positions, stagger your way there. Man the guns. Oh my, not enough power for both. I really hope that we don't run into anything with more than level 1 shields. Well, we're definitely maybe going here. Nah, let's get some forward motion going first. So you arrive near a damaged and dilapidated space station, and it appears to be abandoned, but we've got faint life signatures. Do we look for survivors, or do we scrap off that debris? This is very different to actually hand this decision over to you, but crew, I need you to come to a decision. And much like Death Road to Canada, if there is a split, then the leader's choice matters more. He gets like 1.5 votes. Sid wants to board, Lemmy wants to scrap. Dicey also wants to scrap. But what does Sugar say? Because otherwise scrap wins. Okay, scrap is also going for the scrapping. There we go, we get some 13 of it. I cannot remember what all the different decisions net you in this game, so this could get interesting. We've also done better than my first time ever playing with the Rock B ship, where I died on the first jump. The Federation encrypted signals being broadcast from a nearby planet. Do we investigate, or do we move on? There's going to be quite a lot of decisions, so quite a bit is going to fall to our crew. That's fine, because if anything, I get to just go along for the ride. All I have to do is win the encounters, and come on, that's going to be super easy. Sugar thinks it's a trap, whereas Lomi wants an away party. Sidoin says investigate, and that's enough to tip the balance there. And we've found a hidden outpost. So, quick, we just got word of a sister outpost that they've been discovered by rebels and they're under attack. If you're still loyal to the Federation, go save them. We've got a quest marker, we've got some extra loot, and we're going all in. So we need to make our way down to that quest marker. Dip, 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 and doop. That'll get us there with some space to spare. So onwards and upwards. Nebula's nice, it slows down the advance of the rebel fleet. A heavily damaged Federation ship is hiding in the nebula at this beacon. Before you have time to make contact with them, they fade into the nebula. Do we follow them, or do we keep our position? That heavily damaged Federation ship could handle themselves, we think. Now, Lomi and Dicey both want to help them out. So does Sugar, so it doesn't even matter what our captain thinks. We attempt to follow them, but it is useless. Our sensors are not good enough. All this way, and still no sign of any contentious fleets. I think we can go up and then down. We have the time. The rebels are taking their sweet time chasing us. You recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails you and offers you laborers for cheap. Now looks like they've got a pike beam. Not only that, but they have a single shooter. Pike beam has a lot of oomph to it. Do we attack this slaver scum, or do we ignore him and carry on our way? Lomi does not accept piracy around here. They want us to attack the slaver scum. And scum don't deserve to live, says Sugar, so that's 2 on that already. Sid insists we attack. Alright, so I can't remember this whatsoever. How does this work again? I'm probably going to want a lot of power in those engines. Otherwise, we pierce, and we pierce hard. Although there's all kinds of hotkeys for this, right? Yeah, let's just go for it. Although, on reflection, I want those weapons down, since We want to protect ourselves, and those shields don't matter at all anyway. So it's going to take a few. Whew! Thank God their attacks seem badly staggered. Hopefully we'll have enough time to penetrate through their defenses. Get good at working those shields there, Sugar. We need it. Oh dear. Ah, there goes our piloting. But that's okay, their weapons are about to get a taste of despair. Shunk. Should probably ensure that they don't repair those, because it looks like straight away that they... Oh, we set a fire there! Isn't that sweet? Would be a terrible shame if they ran out of other things, like oxygen. We surrender. Take one of our slaves as tribute. If you destroy us, they'll all die anyway. Now that's not a given. You can find survivors in the floating debris. So do we accept their fair offer, or is surrender not an option? Sid does not accept surrender. Tobus Leven wants to weigh in, but they're not part of the crew. They might be if we accept this offer. Of course, we have fire bombs, and it sounds like we've started a fire already. We could potentially kill all of these people. Collateral damage is just a detail, Jake. Blast them! Well, it seems that we do not accept surrender. Jake, I'm sorry to bring up EU4 question during FTL. Well, I'm glad you're sorry, so I assume you won't be doing it. Right, Shield Man. We need info on those sensors. Let's see if we can't burn these guys to the ground. Right, from what we see, they're trying desperately to put out this fire. They managed to. So let's see if we can't set fire to these bombs. Oh, that's just terrible! Trouble is, if I set much more fire, then it's just going to destroy the ship rather than kill them. Although perhaps the lack of oxygen is going to be hurting them very soon as well. What a tragic fate for these guys. No air. No hope. At least we get to watch them die. Oh, I like to think that their panicked screams on the intercom was only chewing up their oxygen faster. You find a number of slaves in the cargo hold. They look at you questioningly, and one asks if they're to be released. You could use more crew, but you don't want to force them all to work for you. Do we bring on the Mantis, the Rockman, or the NG? We already have 4 Rockmen, so it might be good to get some variety going here. And when we get our new crew member, well, they need a persona, so do we have anybody in the chat who's willing to join the crew? Sid insists that we need a Rockman. Sorry, no. It's A4 insisting on the Rockman, the fool. He's not even part of the crew. Sid is the only one weighing in, and they say that we need a Mantis. Ah, but Dicey goes against what the captain says. They say we need an NG. Lomi wants more Rockmen. Well, I can't see our 4th weighing in here, which means the captain gets their way, and the captain says Mantis Man. There we go. Oh, not only that, but we get some fuel, some rockets for all of our trouble. I'm on board if it means we get to kill some rebels. You drop the rest off at a nearby station. Well, lovely. Welcome, O'Regan, or should I say... Oh god, no. Heavens no, we're not dismissing you right now. Sean O'Regan, you have now become Tobus Leven. Tobus for short, I assume. I kind of want you in a central position since, you know, you're very good at fighting. But you are extremely fast, so we'll have you man the sensors, since that's the most useful, or the only thing you can man. Remember where you are. Also, Sid, if you could, get yourself all healed up right now. What about the racial purity, Captain? Oh my. When it comes to Rock versus Mantis, I think the Rock has a thing or two to worry about. Not his health, that's for sure. Alright, profitable. Let's kill and keep moving. You will be getting a teleporter, right? What? Mutiny won't be accepted. You spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat, and it doesn't seem to want to engage. We could demand the surrender of their goods, or we could avoid the ship. What are we going to do with our newly spunked up team? Sid is the captain. I don't think he is much racist as Jake, says Shen. Quite the racial supremacist. Dicey wants to fight. So does Sid. Hick! So does Tobus. Looks like we're fighting. Alright, they don't want to fight. They're trying to flee. I wonder if they're going to try and beam aboard here. They also have some extremely good weapons there. I am a little worried about that. A little considerably worried about that, actually. Fortunately, they see it fit to attack us like this. What are they trying, though? He wants to go there. Well, it just so happens I'm interested in doing that too. I'll go and fight him to death. Shame we don't get to see much going on there. Oh, thank God we took that one out. Now we need to stop them from getting away. They're probably going to try to repair that busted up weapon, but that's okay. They should give us the time that we need. Their FTL is delayed. He runs away like the coward that he is. Let's get some intel on what's going on over there as we continue to pound them silly. Oh my, they are dying, aren't they? Can't let them run away, though. Oh, dearie me. We could set fire to them and kill them. We have a lot of rockets to experiment on that, and they have no way of healing. But if they fix that, they might attack us and do horrible things. I think we'll just knock them dead out. Don't want to take any damage here. Pike beam already hurt us earlier on. Good fight. Good night. All the prisoners died in battle, so I did exactly what the team told us to do. Fight and kill. We salvage what we can. It's a little bit of scrap. It's not so bad. I could think about improving the ship. If anything, I'd want a bit more shielding going on, but really we need some weaponry. There's nothing incredibly important we can do right now that can't be achieved with fire bombing and heavy piercing. Unless we find something extremely resistant to fire that has level 2 shields. Still, we must pursue. We've got to take care of that quest as well. No room for do-gooders around here. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from the nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. I don't think anyone on the team is going to pay their toll, but I have to ask you anyway. You are the captain of this ship and its crew, so Sid and Co., what do we do? Instantly, all the crew are shouting, we reject this. So we reject their fair offer. They claim that we're going to regret this decision, and given that they have a combat drone, that might well be the case. We need to take down either the drone or their ability to fire at us. Well, if they can't fire at us, they can't do much, so I'm open to that. Then again, I think I only need to take it down once. Okay, thankfully we resisted some of that. Unfortunately, I missed them. Whew, damn, you're pretty good there, Sugar. Keeping us good. Alright, so I think we should probably firebomb them out. Manti are incredibly bad at repairing. And as fire spreads through and kills them, oh, I look forward to what we can do to them. Oh, I look forward to what we can do to them. They might put that fire up pretty quickly, which would be a problem, but as we say around here, check that medibay. Hoocha. Oh man, I'm only getting single fires around here, which isn't so... Oh no, that's a double fire if ever I've seen one. Now, how to do this? That fire will surely spread and start killing them, and they have enough hit points on their ship that this shouldn't prove fatal. Might take a while to get to the captain though, that's a bit of a concern. I could pop them off one by one with a heavy pierce, but I really don't want to risk destroying the ship. And it would be quite the risk. Are you going fast? Is this a speedrun? What madness is that? Those are some good doors though, hopefully that's not a problem. I mean, I could just firebomb them all to death, but I am a really tight git when it comes to my missiles. Yes, they have upgraded doors, but those don't stop fires forever. They do reduce the spread of fire, granted. Sit there and enjoy panicked screams to your leisure, Jake. Oh, I do. Oh, but I do. Yeah, I think I'm more than happy to just kill these guys. Sure, it costs a rocket or three. I think the heavy pierce would kill him anyway. Let's not waste anything. I'd hate to be wasteful. Pop. You find a weapon system on their ship with no crew to stop you. You can install it on your own, and it happens to be the best weapon in the game, the Burst Laser Mark II. Why is it the best weapon in the game? Because it fires 3 shots and only requires 2 energy. Incredibly good. All the more reason that we should upgrade our weapon system. It might cost quite a lot, but we are definitely having that so we can run it alongside the heavy pierce or the firebomb. That's incredible. We'll probably want some extra energy for that, if only we had an NG, but what can you do? I gotta pat the back of my crew members here. It's thanks to your efforts that we have come this far, and we're still only on the first system. Let's check out that distress beacon. Although maybe, just maybe, I would want to get a little extra power. Everyone died. Well, it would cost 20 anyway, so let's not worry about that. Being asked if this is vanilla or modded, I like my things vanilla. You follow the distress beacon to a tiny asteroid belt. You find a small ship struggling to maneuver. Oh, what can we do for you? They respond, help, our shields are down, we won't last long. Do we try to shield them? Do we not risk our ship? Or do we use our... I think whenever there's a blue option, I'm going to not waste my time asking you what you think, because it is the correct option, unless there are multiple blue ones. I mean, the only way that I wouldn't do that is if right now you insist that we don't use our super rock armor and get a freebie here. Sid, as the captain, lays down the law. He says, blue forever, Jake. Let's escort them out. You succeed in preventing them from being entirely destroyed. Your improved hull taking the brunt of the asteroids that make it past your defenses. They offer you some scrap and fuel that they were mining. As thanks, 3 fuel, 18 scrap. Well, we're having that power. That way we can have better engines and just keep everything rocking. There's a store there. I do like stores, but I should probably go bip, bip, boom, bip. Yeah, because I don't really have anything to sell. I checked for Patrician 4, and that one time he checked out me in taxes. Has Jake ever played anything modded? I've played this modded, but you're right, I don't play many modded things. So an especially well-armed pirate ship approaches you. Hand over one of your crew members, and the rest of you can go free unharmed. Do we draw straws, or do we never surrender to slavers? I think nobody is going to be surrendering themselves, and that's what I'm seeing, so we will never surrender one of our crew members. So now we get to, for the first time, enjoy both of our weapons in full force, and I rather think they don't deserve to have anything, really. The heavy pierce can take out the shield first and foremost, and that gives us a triple shot on their weapon system. They'll probably get one good volley on us, but that's okay. Oh, thank God we took it down, because our own shields got knocked out there. Now, how do we do this? Do we starve them out? Because we seem to have a pretty good run when it comes to destroying people's ability to breathe. Let's just take care of that. They surrender! Take one of our slaves as tribute. If you destroy us, they'll all die anyway. Now, we're not going to luck out here, burning them all to death, or starving them of oxygen, if I had to guess, because it only has 4 hit points left. But do we accept Brechen? Or is surrender not an option? That's an NG. They're super useful for many events and such. Sid insists that we do not accept surrender, but there are 4 other crew who can potentially go against him. Lomi is siding with the commander in charge, so we have 2 for killing them all, but we also have 2 for the NG. So we got one person who can make the extra call there. Who hasn't weighed in on this? I don't think Dicey has said anything. Take the NG. Oh, this kind of mutiny. I don't know how Sid puts up with it. But we accept their fair offer, and we now have Brechen on duty. Now, my question is, who is going to assume the identity of Brechen? Let Extra Sugar get all healed up. Deathshed wants to be the NG. Well, Deathshed was, as far as I can tell, the first to actually highlight me with asking. Because, you know, I'm not very good at reading. So you are going to be... We'll call you D-Shed for short. Does this game take periods? It seems not. Oh well. Let's just see what the game makes of it. Deathshed. Very good. Well, there's no work for you really to do. Then again, Extra Sugar wasn't really so suited for the shields. I think if anybody should be on the shields, it's the one that can repair it quickly. Extra Sugar shall stand by for wherever they're needed, somewhere central, so they can go anywhere at a moment's notice. Remember your positions, and we jump. Yeah, we can do this then, the quest. Federation sympathizers contact you as you arrive. We know your mission should be a secret, so don't ask how we know about it. Take these schematics. It's all we can do to help. An anti-combat drone, potentially the most useless drone available. I can't remember what it even does, actually. Stuns combat drones attacking your ship. Okay, so if other people use drones, this one canes it. That could be really useful if I ever get a drone system, which we may in the future. Let's check out that quest marker. Sales it is. You arrive in the sector to see a small Federation outpost using their anti-ship battery to fire an automated drone. Debris from other ships is strewn around. It looks like the brunt of the battle is already over. You move in to assist. An allied anti-ship battery. Incredibly rare to find, and you can win just by looking at it, but hey, we'll be... Oh, hang on. Sid. Let's go knock some sense into Sid. Sugar and Sid have some kind of fight off. But we're going to have to take care of both their weaponry and their mind control device, because I'm not having either of those things right now. Come to your senses, man. God. And that's the end of that one. First we scrap the wreckage, of course. You contact the station once the rebel ship is destroyed. The lone survivor responds. This base is no longer safe. Let me join your crew. I'll have the station's drones patch up your ship so we get our ship fully restored. Fuel, drone, 22 scrap, and Caldwell has joined the team. Alright, extra Sugar and Sid are going to laugh off their little scuffle back in the medibay, whilst we try to find out who is going to be Caldwell. Now, DCG KTAC asks if they can join, but they have a really stupid name. So instead, we're going to go with Ron. Ron is going to be joining us. Ron 209. I got no idea what Dole Ronnie's going to do there. I'll have you positioned down here so you can learn a thing or two from Lomi's weapon stuff. You still hang around the center. It's a good thing we had you there. I did not want to lose our ability to evade. Stations are saved. Let's go. Poor DCG. Okay, looks like we got a skedaddle. We're out of time here. You've arrived at Long Range Bacon. Well, I guess we're... Oh, looks like the Bacon is home to a rebel checkpoint. They're stopping and searching any ship that passes through. Civilians are being harassed and Federation members are detained. The rebels have not noticed you yet. Do we bribe? Do we fend for ourselves? Or do we stay out of their way and charge FTL? I mean, I'm not the bribing kind, but it's up to you guys. Tobus wants to fend for ourselves, so does Dicey. So many people to throw in comments, so I'll probably only take the first 4 and go for that. Okay, they insist that we fend for ourselves. We attack, we escape. We have an enemy combat drone in addition to them having lasers, and they can warp aboard. But check that medic bay. No, it's a little risky to leave this open, especially when they can bomb us like that. We're going to heavy pierce and ravage there. No, heavy pierce the shield, and then I can triple shot there. Both of these are pretty bad. Good thing we have a couple of Engi to repair when needed. Such as... There we go, so we shouldn't have to worry too much, except there goes that. Sorry, I'm fairly confident Sid can repair in due time. Otherwise, they are not going to be shooting at us for much longer. Oh, well, I guess they will. Wow, we are terrible shots. Sid, go get yourself repaired up. So we grab the scrap metal and then off we bloody trot. Now, when we go and jump, we're going to have to jump to a new place. It's going to be either the abandoned sector or the civilian sector. That is for you guys to choose. Abandoned or civilian. Not so sure if Ron is well suited to be there. But if this ever gets attacked, I'll be damn glad he is sitting in the weapons bay, so that's kind of nice. I vote for a shield upgrade after this fight, says Tobus. It would be extremely useful. But you guys don't get to make that decision. I guess if the captain really wanted to weigh in, he could make it known. Sid says abandoned. I don't like people. Sugar also suggests the abandoned, so it looks like that's where we're going. Onwards to the abandoned sector. I don't like people. There's very little evidence of battles remaining from this, so this must be introduction of the Lannius people. We do not have a lot of energy going spare. I'd love to get this going. Seems prudent, we'll do it. There we go, now we got double shields, should keep us all nice and cozy for at least a wee while. This is just a floating tank right about now. Alright, let's do this. I hope the audio is fine. I didn't really pay much attention to that. Federation science craft is docked with a few Lannius ships. You hail them and ask what's going on. Greetings! We've been attempting to understand our region's newest visitors, the Lannius, although we've been making little headway in deciphering their language. Should we get involved, or should we just bugger off? Deathshed says the Lannius are the best part of the game, so I think I know what he's going to want out of this. The crew's insisting that we ask, so let's check it out. Sorry, we don't really carry much equipment that would be of use to a military vessel. You thank them, and we're getting out of here. Ach, wheel. You mean all of our heavy pierce lasers, our burst lasers, and our firebombs won't assist this? Rebel scout patrols near the beacon. Ha, I knew you'd try to come and sneak through. Surrender. Alright, so looks like they have a defense drone, but they could not, they would not be able to pierce through our shields if we gave them even forever. They do, however, have a repair drone. So we can laugh at them making this kind of attack, but I really want to kill everybody there. That would mean we'd have to take out the medic bay and the drone bay. Could fire at the drone bay to knock it out and then firebomb it. Extra Sugar, who's obviously looking for a promotion, insists that we burn them to death. I like the way you think. So we're going to knock out that repair drone, because it's going to get in the way. We're going to knock out that repair drone. Jeez. I'm sorry to say, Dicey, but for someone that insisted on being on the weapons, you're being extremely bad at this. Now, as an exploit, you could leave the game running here forever and you would be able to level up your shielding, but we're not into that right now. Alright, there we go. Wow! I see Dicey responds well to being treated like that. We're going to be ready with a firebomb if the need be's. Check that medibay. Tragic mess. I mean, I don't have to pierce again. I don't have to set fire again. I could just pierce again. That would hurt them and potentially start more fires. Didn't start a fire, but I know what will. Oh, damn, that's not so good. It doesn't look good for setting fire to everyone there, sadly. I mean, unless we heavily invest in lots of fire, we're unlikely to knock them all out. It's not impossible, though. Believe in the possible. Yes! Ah, shoot. If that damages it, then it's just going to blow up. You got it fixed just in time. That's going to pop and then the whole place is going to blow. That's unfortunate. That's a damn shame. I vote Tove me into the weapons system, says Ron. Sorry, but Dicey insisted to be on the weapons there. Got a... well, at least we got a fair bit of scrap and all that. Could have gotten more, but we didn't. Let's carry on. So, scans have picked up a Lannius vessel in the system. It appears to be navigating a rich debris field, harvesting the minerals. Do we harvest for ourselves? Do we attack? Or do we ignore the vessel? What's it gonna be? Let's get my mouse off of that before I accidentally click on something like we're on the Vival screen and I'm looking right at Mali. Or England. Ron wants to attack. Lomi wants to harvest. Dicey wants to attack. Captain wants to harvest. Sugar wants to attack. So Sid really isn't whipping his crew into shape here. Seems that we're going to be attacking. You go on the offensive and power up your weapons. With any luck, you'll soon have the mineral field all to yourself. Alright. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they're not in for the whole oxygen thing here, so we're going to have to go full on with aggressive maneuvers. Let's say the two can play at the whole no oxygen game, but please don't fire at us. Oh damn, that's not good. That's a bit better though. Let's take that down, stop them from dodging our attacks anymore. Mineral field is now all ours. So we get some useful scrap metals out of them, and then with the competitor gone, you can proceed to investigate the field and scavenge what we can, and we do. Let's kill and keep moving. Captain, unlike the Lannius, we do need oxygen. Nah, he knew that two could play at that game. So we're at a refueling platform. It's all garbled, we can't make out the message. Do we dock with the platform, hail the platform to communicate, or ignore it? I don't know what this one is. But we don't even have a door system, let alone a blast door system. So if it ends up being a trap, we're gonna eat it pretty hard. Deathshed wants to hail them, so does Lomi. In fact, there's a lot of wanting for hailing, except for Dicey, who wants to dock. Guess we're hailing them. What's going on here? There's a screech from your comm system, and the broadcast suddenly cuts off. The platform suddenly begins to move, revealing itself to be a Lannius ship. So, okay, they probably wanted to eat us. Good call, Captain and crew. Except for Dicey, but at least Dicey gets to show us what they're made of by blasting them away. Except, they have a hacking drone. If that targets our weapons, we're a little scunnered. No, it only went for the medibay. We got little to worry about then. Evasive maneuvers, guys, we don't need to breathe. They have a ion cannon, though. That will be problematic. Let's take care of their shields, take care of their weapons. Destroy them. This is such a sickeningly good setup. So now that we've taken care of that, let's check that fueling platform. Looks as if the Lannius were uninterested in the fuel reserves on the station. There's a good amount of fuel left. You take what you can. We jump along. 3 is an amount. I wouldn't call it good. I'd upgrade our amount of energy, but really, we're doing well on the whole hold your breath front. So I'm not too worried about it. We could, granted, upgrade subsystems. There's a lot of upgrading we could do, but let's hold off. Having a bunch of dosh in your back pocket can only mean a good stuff. This is not very good for navigating. We can go 1, 2, 3, and then that'll thrust us forward. Having to breathe just distracts the crew from their important duties, says the dejected DCG. So, an image of some weak and hungry humans comes onto your screen. Those metal bastards think they can just absorb half of our engines and leave us here to die. I hope you understand the need to take your ship by force. Well, it must be really unfortunate having that idea and then finding that you're breaking into a ship full of rockmen and a mantis. Alright, Dicey, you get back there just in case you're also needed. We're gonna switch you out. How tragic. I pose a question to the crew. Should we celebrate this by increasing the Medibay's performance? It's pretty good for some events. And I do like to look after my crew. We've got 2 for no, 2 for yes. Better Medibay is a godsend. What does the captain think? Well, that's what he thinks, so enjoy your new Medibay. Back to positions, everybody. We're flying. But where to? I mean, there is possible. Healthcare's for the weak. Okay. You pass a civilian ship that warns of the nearby Lannius. One of them attacked a civilian transport and started to melt their fracking hull. Then the weirdest thing happened. Another metal ship actually fired on its companion until it backed off. Apparently there was disagreements among the Lannius about what should be salvaged. Sounds like there's some real story behind these Lannius folk. Let's investigate further. You come across a single Lannius ship salvaging a small civilian craft. You cannot tell if they attacked their craft or just happened upon it. Do we attack them? Do we leave them alone? So laughable finding places with single shields. We could take on things that have level 4 shields. Attack, attack, attack is what I'm hearing, so that ship is going down. Detecting the threat, they stop what they were doing and they prepare for a fight. Once again, the bastards are hacking us. Well, hold your breath, crew. Damn, can't see. Well, they won't see this coming. Alright, you take care of that. And given the situation, let's get some oxygen going. Just some oxygen, of course, let's not go crazy. Ron, you get on that as well. Heavy Pierce, take away their ability to dodge. Burst Laser, take away their ability to live. Yeah, it blows that clean out the sky. And nobody's hurt. Excellent. Let us carry on. I wonder. Can't see anything visibly changing in the ship when we have this active or not. Jake, holes like that are why we have a damn NG. Yeah, Ron is hanging around there. But I want him on the weapons because if the weapons get broken down, I want those fixed incredibly quickly. It's the same story why we put on Death Shed onto there. Really, I'd ideally like Ron to be the weaponsmith, but Lomi did call that. Gotta check out the distress beacon. You immediately do a short-range scan after arriving at the beacon. It appears to be coming from a small civilian vessel under fire from a Lannius ship. Not all Lannius are content with simply scavenging the wrecks of previous battles. Do we fight? Do we not fight? Check that shield. I mean, was it ever really a question? The crew is hungry for blood. We fight. And once again, they hack. Oh, they hack our ability to dodge. That's a bit of a bummer. Well, we're gonna have to hack their ability to live. Let's hack their ability to dodge. It's like movie hacking. So we utterly ravage them. We get some fuel for our worries. Contact the civilians, and how do they help us? Apparently the ship that was being assaulted was a science vessel. They thank us, giving us drone recovery arm. An absolutely incredible augmentation, which makes it daft not to use drones. We absolutely must find somebody that will give us a drone addition. Just happens to be a store right there. I suggest we go 1, 2, 3, and out of here. Depending on how far this comes, it's very hard for me to judge that. There's some Russian level of hacking. Cheers. Okay, hostility straight away. There appears to be some sort of research station near a pulsar. Not a fan of the pulsars. It's hard to tell since a portion of it has been melted. The Lannius ship that has been working at it moves in to intercept you, totally oblivious to the threat of an electromagnetic pulse. Oh, they have a flak cannon. Glad we have these shields, but flaks are incredibly good at ripping shields to pieces. So, let's do what we do. Hold your breath, folks. This could get gritty. Alright, so what got knocked out? Our shields are Fubar and the Medibay's down. Okay, fortunately, so too is their ability to do many things. You receive a hail from the ship, followed by a crude translation device spurting stop, stop, stop. Do we accept their stopping offer? It's fuel. It's yet another drone, which is pretty meaningless when we have the drone arm and no drone facilitator, and some advanced FTL navigation. This is probably going to drag the team apart. Ron says that we drown. Wait, I vote to be the drown master. That probably means kill them. So kill. Death wants to accept. Ron wants to kill. Tob wants to accept. Dicey wants to kill. Sugar says we do not accept surrender. Time to die. Okay, we got flacked. We do not accept surrender. And that's the end of the Lannius scout. We get far less than we would have earlier, but that's not the point. Captain Sid is feeling a bit under the weather. He's going to get all healed up there. Can't jump right now, sadly. Alright, now we can. We are out of here. We are getting to that store. Double store. If one doesn't have what we need, we might be able to try the other. So it's bustling with activity. But they do not offer a drone ability, so we're probably going to check the other one in hopes for it. Scrap recovery arm is so good, but we need to save our scrap in the hopes that we can get the drone thingy. There's actually nothing worth buying here, if you're to believe me. I mean, double firebomb would be amazing, but never mind that. Somebody insists that we need to breathe. But it wasn't any of the crew, so I think they were getting along fine without that oxygen. They didn't really need it. Okay, regrettably, I really don't think there's anything that we want from this store. We're going to check the other one. And then we're going to get out of here. Breathing is for humans. The end is upon us. The metal demons have come to absorb your very being. But it's not too late to prepare for the worst. It appears that this was an advertisement for Space Dock. You scan their products. There we go. Drone control with a free combat Mark 1. I dare say we're having that. Means we can also sell the anti-drone, but we could also keep the anti-drone. It's very cheap to use. And if we're getting ravaged by drones, then that's going to help us out. Otherwise, much as I would love to have a teleporter, I don't think we're going to be affording anything anymore. Double firebomb is great with missile replicator, Jake, otherwise you run out of missiles too quickly. We've got 23 of them. I think we're doing just fine. Still, I have no intention of selling any of the stuff we have right now, and we can be very wasteful with our drones because we recover them. We've already got 11. We would have to have all 11 destroyed. Possible, but highly unlikely. Let's kill and keep moving. Jake, long-range scanners are super good for scrap by finding ships. Just saying. Too bad. You find a rebel automated scout floating near this beacon. Despite its pristine condition, it appears deactivated. Do we download its data stores, or do we not risk activating it? We just strip it down. Of course, if we download its stores, we could destroy it and strip it anyway. There's many options here. Specifically 2. Death Shed wants to download it there. Lomi also wants to I think everybody's wanting to download what's on there. It's pretty good. I find it kind of strange that after succeeding on downloading, the stripping is less, but a couple of fuel and an extra rocket's not so bad. If we didn't have such an amazing first sector, I would have said that was the best I've ever seen. You pick up an automated message from a nearby space station. There's a local shipwright that can perform emergency works. Do we check them out or do we decline? I mean, we don't have a lot of money to get it, but we do have some. Tell me, captain and crew, what's it going to be? Whilst we enjoy this incredibly good music. Ron wants to be the drone master. There's no manning the drone. At least not as far as I've seen. People want to inquire. They offer to upgrade your door subsystem. Well, we have nothing, so never mind that. We're getting out of here. Where are we going? The NG homeworlds or the abandoned sector? We have no fewer than 2 NG on board, so we might find some common ground there. Whilst you puzzle that one out, I am going to go to the airlock for just a little bit. Alright, we're back, and what's the score here? Ron says NG, Lumi says NG. But then we got 2 for the abandoned sector, but then more for NG. So, looks like NG it is. Bear in mind, folks, tag me so that I know you're part of the crew. Conversely, if you're not crew, please don't tag me. It's all very confusing. You've arrived in the NG space. The Manti have been threatening the NG core worlds, but you should be able to stock up for your journey. What do you mean? The Manti have only just arrived. So, what at first seems to be a simple nebula is actually filled with a good amount of debris from a brutal exchange between several ships. Wreckage drifts via your screens and tumbles into the depths of the nebula to be lost to sight. It's hard to determine who the combatants were without closer investigation. Do we do said investigation? Or do we continue on? Seems that there's investigation desire amongst the crew. There's nothing. What a shame. Alright, let's open up our options here. It's a very spread out sector. The beacon, at first glance, seems to be a junkyard. Upon closer inspection, it reveals that you have a ramshackle market. One trader has a deal that catches your eye. Well, if it's trading, then I get to make the deal. And, well, drones are not worth much to us considering we have a recovery arm. So, sod off. We've got another store, but we don't have the scrap, so it's not worth our time. Gotta make a decision between the high road and the low road. Mid and low road are kind of connected, but still. You stumble across a forward scout of the rebel fleet. And they want to give away our position, which is nae good. Not only that, they have a Mark II defense drone, which can shut us down pretty hard. And additionally, they have a fair bit of firepower themselves, so I can't really dedicate much over to our own combat drone. I could still try, though. Hold your breath, everyone. We're going in. Alright. We're going to rip apart what first? Probably their weapons, or maybe their ability to dodge, maybe their shields. I don't know, their FTL's charging. We don't get a lot of shots at this. Well, if they can't dodge or charge, it'll give us a much easier shot at it next time. Dodge. Oh, or resist everything, that's good too. Alright, keep ravaging them. Damn, we didn't do that much damage to it. But, oh, they're still charging as well, of course, they got that going on. Okay, that's a lot better. Thank God for that. We won't be dodging any of these, so let's just eat it. Ah, damn, the weapon's down. We managed to delay them, but it's getting a bit tricky to do all the everything we're doing. Oh, not if we dodge everything though. Thanks a bundle. Fun! Ah, there goes burst. Again, thankfully we have our NG on the case, but I think Sugar needs to join in there to help out. Still charging though, that's problematic. It might be worth firebombing them now and taking it out that way. However, there's even if I do firebomb it, they can just heal themselves. Well, it's a lot better than what we have right now. Firebomb's gonna have to figure it out for us. Plenty of oxygen. Plenty of oxygen. Can still try to burst our way in though. Resisting. Oh, bollocks. Ron's really feeling the power. Damn. We tried the best we could, but it just wasn't good enough. Everybody get healed up. Get breathed up as well. Well, not everything goes your way. I think that's the first time during this run we've had something go particularly badly for us. Alright, return to your stations. You guys don't need healing right now. Make do with that. And boy, do I wish we had some more power bars. Got a store, but again, very little to spend there, so... Tja. Damn, we lost out pretty bad there. Plenty of ways to get to the exit, so this is okay. Once you arrive, your screen lights up with warnings. The nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools, and they've tried to shut down your engines. We're keeping them barely operational. Well, that's fine. I mean, we barely used our engines anyway. Alright, crew, how do you feel about holding your breath? Okay, you do need a bit more power, don't you? I really need to get that power going. Oh, damn, that's a really good ion cannon. Oh well, we're just gonna have to hold our breath and hope for the best. Oh shoot, that's a firebomb. That's not what I'd planned for, but I'll take it. Perhaps we should annihilate their weapon system. Meanwhile, since they're not doing anything else, we can take out their take their shields down a notch. This could get bad, actually. Jake, this is definitely a job for Mr. Fire. I'm seeing that. However, they're doing a pretty good job at repairing it, probably because they have an Engie. How about we set fire to him? Alright, we need some extras on that shielding, because it's not working out so well for us. Alright, with them dying that hard, we should be able to take out their weapons. Got problems of our own now. Extra sugar, you are the spare one on board. This one's getting pretty heavy on the hull. However, this should be enough to kill you off. Oh, damn. Double damn. Goodbye, shields. How greedy can one man get? Hopefully that answers the question. But if we can get one good volley off at the weapons, with them unable to dodge. Right. There we go. Time for you to... Actually, why? Why keep fighting when we can enjoy watching this? Oh, that's a good reason. There we go. Phew, that was incredibly expensive and honestly not really worth what we ended up getting out of it. But fit Kinnamindy. Ron, repairing is your specialty. Get on that. Anybody else that's injured, go for some of your own repairs. What really hurt us there was not enough power. We're getting some power straight away. Well, one of the things that hurt us was. Achievement unlocked. Some people just like to watch ships burn. I thought I had all the achievements in this game. Guess I was wrong. Alright. Extremely expensive, but we made it. That's got to count for something. Jake, you're not equipped yet to get coup kills, honestly. Okay. A ship refueling station is here at the beacon. We can purchase fuel here. Nah. I make the trade deals around here. There's a reason I'm the patrician man. Okay, so as soon as we jump into the system, we receive a hail from a nearby civilian NG vessel. The captain appears on your screen. Strange bug. Can you assist in debugging? Should we listen to their problems, or will we not do anything and leave? Burning people is worth it for the satisfaction alone, Jake. Don't listen to the naysayers, says Sid. That's our captain's words right there. He also insists that we listen to the problems. Found malfunctioning mantis, believes it is human, will receive input only from human. Danger evaluation extremely high, provide assistance. Well, like I said, we always do the blue stuff. Send in your mantis crew member to communicate with them. The mantis is terrified at the sight of your crew member. He immediately attacks his NG rescuers, and your crew member is forced to kill him. The NG are grateful for your help and offer a small reward. It is small, but it's still a reward. Not enough to get that next power bar, but we'll make do. Distress signal, we gotta go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will get us out, and we'll have an extra out if we can. If we have lots of options, is what I'm trying to say. You receive a distress call from a nearby NG ship. Assistance required, danger present, imminent destruction. Do we respond or do we keep our distance, crew? You could have lost a crew member there, says Hey Watch It. I think you're thinking of another event. Either that, or you don't take into account the high luck stat of our crew. Sugar, being the only one actually paying attention to this, insists that we respond to the call. You receive another message. Foolish meat sacks. Sensors indicate the ship is moving in to attack. Boarders teleport in. Okay. No, it seems that only a boarder is coming in. They have enormous amounts of drones there, but they also have enough to penetrate our shields and beam us. But this sounds like a job for our good friend the Firebomb. No need for anti-droning as far as I can see, but we'll have our burst laser powered up just in case. Otherwise, get to the killing. And hold your breath, guys. Jake, no firebomb this time. They have Medibay. I don't think you quite understand how this firebomb technique works. I'm sure he's got it with regards to fixing that. Let's check that Medibay. Oh wow, we missed. Okay, seems that they have something as well. I don't know what the orange one does. I forget. Ooh, wow, we only just got away from that one. Still, let's get that oxygen going. We are fire resistant around here. Check that Medibay. Okay, so what the heck did that do? It was like a stun ion thing. Tragic being them right now. Real tragic. Alright, no luck there, but... Isn't it just good setting fire to people? Pretty good. There are no more life signs. You strip it of all useful materials. Ka-ching. Not bad. Nobody's hurt. Everybody's in positions. We are chewing through our missiles, but I think we're okay. Let's hit up that distress beacon. So you arrive at a smouldering NG research station. Its distress call unanswered, attacked by Pyrus or Mantis, most likely. There may be someone left alive, or something else of value left on board. Do we board the station, or do we ignore it? Board the station, they insist. Well, let's do just that. Your away team reports a wounded Engie and a malfunctioning drone schematic. Then someone yells the station reactor is overloading and they're running out of time. Do we save the Engie? Do we save the drone schematic? Or do we save ourselves? Now we do have room for another team member. I think we might have room for another 2 if I'm not mistaken. But I could be. Can't remember how large it goes. So what's it going to be? Tobus wants us to save ourselves because he's a coward. Ron and Sid, who's forgotten to tag me, wants to save the Engie. And that's our captain insisting that we save the Engie. Lomi wants the drone. And has also forgotten to tag me, but it happens. Well, I'm seeing a lot of sympathy for the Engie, so it looks like that's who we're saving. So, yeah. We return safely to the airlock with the injured Engie, put some distance between the station and us, and it blows. Impressed? They have joined us. The question is, who... Okay, this is our final crew member. Who's it gonna be? Okay. Does anybody with a not particularly bad name want to be our new Engie? Perfect outcome, Jake, as always. Great job, Commander. Well, if I'm the Commander and they're the Captain, that's fine by me. Hey, watch it, says please me. Well, I'm definitely not picking you. Ben 057. That's a good name for an Engie. 0517. Welcome to the team. We'll have you help out with the shields if they ever go down, because those are important to keep looking good. And we'll have you a bit more geared this way. The only trouble is that our corner down here is a bit undefended. That's alright. Let's get going. I think we have time here. It's gonna get to here. Yeah. So we make contact with an isolated Engie science station. They're staying put despite the likelihood of Mantis invasion. And they want us to try out their experimental technology. Putting the mental in experimental. Let's get some extra punching power here. And continue onwards. Even though each individual Engie is made up of trillions of nanomachines, son, their culture still revolves around traditional social interactions. The nearby station seems to be constructed for entertainment with passing Engie travelers. Quaint, but we're having none of that. You arrived in a long-range beacon. We come across a large trade station. However, as soon as you approach, a warning goes out to all ships in the region. Do not associate with a Federation sympathizer. All who oppose the rebels will be punished. Do we search for someone who will sell to us, or do we simply leave? It's a shame we don't have a Slug person. They would have set this announcer right. Death and Tobus both want to search around, as does Ron. Seems it would be unwise and imprudent to go against what the crew is asking for. You apparently spoke to the wrong person in your search for store. Warnings go off, and you detect an automated rebel ship moving in to attack. Is automated Engie Talk 4 pretty useless, because this thing is going down. Does anti-drone destroy hacking systems? We're about to find out. Yes, it does. Alright, this one's going down. Alright, so don't like them firing at us. Don't like them. So there's a lot of things I don't like them doing. Don't like them shielding for one. But I don't want them... Oh! Ding. It was not fast enough. Oh boy, we're feeling the burn now. That was hefty. Okay, you guys need to get that thing fixed up on the double. Our weapons are foobar here. However, we did take down their shields, which tells us we need to get this repaired on the double. We don't need to look inside, just get over there and get it repaired. Alright, the heavy pierce will still help us out. We can breathe whilst we're here at least. They traditionally have some extremely good, well, lots of extremely good things, but we need it taken down now. Oh boy, that's us getting ravaged here. This would be such an amazing run to throw away if we get sunk here. We need a store. We need a store fast. Death Shed, Ben, get yourselves healed up. Same for you, Lomi. After that, everybody return to position. And that's the end of you. Alright, once Lomi's back up to snuff, we are out of here. That hacking hurt us really, really bad. We ate a lot of pierce shots, not pierce shots, heavy shots, and some missiles, which we could have really done without. But live we do. Live to fight another day. We're going to the Slug home nebula. Fortunately, Manti cleaves slugs in half, and we have one on our team. Nebula is home of the telepathic slugs. They'd sell the not telepathetic. They'd sell their own slime for a creative slap, but they'd much prefer just to take it. Okay, we need to maximize our chance of finding a shop. This will get us more additional ones. But I can't help but think we might benefit from upgrading our ship in some way. Like more ability to dodge. Only slug ships are docked. You decide it's better to avoid a confrontation and steer clear. Damn, could have done with some of those small stations. Damn, we really need that shop. Might even be worth breaking on through to the other side in the hopes that we find one. It's not unusual to feel paranoid in a slug-controlled nebula, but for once it's unfounded. There's the store that we needed. It's too important to repair our ship right now. Too important. Door system, teleporter, hacking, it's all good, but what's vital right now is keeping ourselves alive. Okay, that's as much as we can get without selling, and there's nothing I'm willing to sell. So let's be grateful for what we got and explore a bit more. We can go down, do as many of these as possible, and then swing back up for the exit. It's better than going up, since we'd be doing a lot of redundant stuff. Need fuel, Jake? No, we don't. Famous last words, but no, we don't. Okay, the slugs here use a tactic you hoped you'd never see. They use a remote hacking satellite to sabotage your oxygen production. And then charge fire weapons. They're going to suffocate you. Well, thankfully we have improved oxygen by default. Thankfully your improved subsystem is able to counter their hacking enough to keep the life support barely functional. Should keep you alive at least. What do they got here? They got pike beam. They've got a couple of single shots. And they got fire beam. You know, the thing about fire weapons is that two can play at that game. They're only slugs. Now this runs a risk. Runs a sizable risk, actually. The burst is useless without the heavy pierce. They don't have a medibay, though. I should probably target their weapon systems. No mercy, Jake. Burn them. I like the way you think. It's very burny. Still though, we gotta be wary, because if they take down both of our shields, which they will... Why is Ben there? Shouldn't Ben be right there? Where I told him to be? Alright. Okay, that's pretty good for us. Well, that's a bad start. Okay, they got at least one fire going. There we go, that's a good double fire going. But they will probably try to do more. Any other fires? No? Good. Stay central. Okay, we're working away at their defenses here, which is excellent. That's not so excellent, but that's exactly what you're there for. Light them up, Buttercup. And check that medibay. Oh, not even a scratch. This is why we employ the rock people. Might as well get some shooting exercise. I wish I knew how on fire they were right now. But it's clearly taking down their weapons, so I guess the next thing to go would be their... I guess once the weapons are down, there's nothing really to worry about, so... Well, at least we know now. I think we can just sit back and enjoy the smell. Actually, why enjoy the smell when we can simply fire upon them for a little bit? So what do I want gone? I mean, you never know when they're going to try to run away, right? So... lucky them that they dodged both. Jake, move the chat to bottom right. It's overlapping the enemy ship. Aye, but then it kind of blocks the subsystems, but I'm not sure if anybody cares about that. I mean, what looks better, that or that? I mean, hey, I'll let you guys decide. Doesn't actually impact me on any way. Wow, damn them. They're pretty good at okay, they're getting things back up and on the go. I guess the fire died down somehow. But at the very least this will stagger their attacks pretty badly. Excellent. Dicey and Sid both leveled up for that dodge. Also, he's about to die. And they're looking... Okay, so the room ran out of oxygen. That was their problem. Fires can burn themselves out, especially if they don't spread. Wonder if I should burn down the oxygen so that I know that they're all going to die. Seems the most logical course of action, even though it's quite expensive on the old... well, you know. Now I nailed them all. Okay, they're all dead. Can't breathe, low health, no medibay. This Slug light cruiser picked a fight with the wrong crew. Well, if the chat looks better there, take it out against the person that suggested that we put it to the top right to begin with. I just wish I could see inside their ship so I can watch those Slug people writhe around lacking the necessary oxygen to function. In short, I want to see them die. What if they have a Lannius crew member? It's not impossible, but it's highly unlikely. Damn you, Tobus. Can't you squeeze a bit more juice out of the oxygen, out of the sensors here? Thank God we had the oxygen tanks though, otherwise we would have had to bum rush this and we'd be holding our breath pretty hard. You need to upgrade the cameras, that sounds like a worthwhile use of scrap, Jake. Aye, maybe. I am really wondering what's going on here. Have they actually got a Lannius on board? Nope, no they don't. With their crew dead, their hacking system shuts down and your system returns to normal, you strip the ship. Get a lot of scrap, a couple of missiles is great, and an ion intruder drone. Those are a real pain, and they are actually pretty rock solid. Cameras will be useless for the rest of the sector and next, Jake. Yeah, but cameras can't see a nebula anyway, so as long as we have them working there, I mean, what do we even get out of more of that? See their weapon charge? You can kind of gauge that from what you see anyway. No, I don't buy into that. So everyone's where they need to be. Firebomb and burst laser looking good. Then I think we will carry on poking around here. Remember when I said we had plenty of fuel? This nebula looks like it's recently seen 2 ships exchange fire with mutually assured destructive results. Wreckage drifts by on your screens and tumbles into the depth of the nebula to be lost to sight. It's hard to determine who the combatants were without closer investigation. Do we investigate or do we leave? Lomi, who still doesn't want to tag me, insists that we investigate. Yeah, better sensors are a bit of a luxury as long as we can have somebody on there. And even the captain says we investigate. So what do we get? We get nothing of interest. So that's a bit of a shame, because remember when I said we had plenty of fuel? An advanced rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station, but without functioning sensors, it's impossible to tell what's inside. Do we not provoke it, or do we destroy it? Doesn't look very well equipped for taking us down, but that does look to be an ion and at least a single beam shot, laser shot, and a beam. But we should be able to ravage it quickly enough. Have a look, attack, attack, blow it up, they say. Well, that's what's happening. They got an enemy drone here. Well, 2 can play at that game. Firebombs will be useless. Heavy Pierce will be useful. Excellent. Hold your breath, lads. Oh boy, I didn't sign up for that. Oh wow, it only stuns temporarily, and that is certainly a fire one. Alright. Alright, that's far from good. Okay, I need them to not blow me to hell and back right now. Fortunately, we managed to nail something there. I'm not sure what exactly it was, but we did nail it. Could you nail a shot, please? I guess not. Okay. If I take care of their shields, then they won't be able to deflect me for too much longer. But I really don't want those weapons hitting me. Okay, that's good. Then our combat drone is going to be doing a lot of the damage now. Well, if it can ever land a bloomin' hit. And it does. Excellent. Not only that, but we get our drone back, we get some scrap, we get even more scrap and a system repair drone. Now they might seem pretty damn useless, but those can really save you when the going gets rough. Might want to head back over to the shop, they say. Nonsense. We have everything we need right here, including plentiful amounts of oxygen. Yeah, I'm satisfied with this. Everybody's breathing again. You know, you'd go a long time without seeing any, I vote we upgrade the drones. Well, too bad, you don't get that say. It's not particularly useful for us to have both of these going at the same time, for now. What about some more shields? Yeah, I could see some use in that. There are a few more vicious beasts in the galaxy than a slug with its back to the wall. The faltering ship armed with fire weapons uses a remote hacking tool to try to disable your door system. They're going to burn you out. We have no doors, but that's frightening. I'd love to burn these guys to death, but that is something I do not want to have to deal with right now. Yikes. Proposition, take down weapons, then we can see about burning them. On the plus side, it takes quite a while to charge up that. I think it's a Hermes. Okay, they're still gunning for it. Alright, that's good. Let's keep old burst laser there, he might come in handy. Let's get our anti-drone just in case it gets hit by the rocket. Wow, we missed it. Or it missed us. However you want to put it. Give them a taste of their own medicine. Oh, we will, don't you worry about that one. Ah, curses. That's not curses, that's a very dead weapon system. And check that medibay. Let's not have them breathing either. Let's not have them breathing either. Let's not have them breathing whatsoever. I wonder if they're repairing this. Oh, that's not so good. Oh, that's not so good. Didn't expect that. They are repairing. Gotta hand it to you, Sid. Gotta hand it to you, Dicey. You're keeping us alive. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to burn them to death unless that fire really takes off. But I think it's killing everyone. I think the last one alive is right here. Damn, where do you think the last one is? We might get a lucky kill on them. Probably piloting the thing. See what we can do. Take a chance. Take a chance. They must be there if they're still able to dodge. Oh jeez, could we hit, please? They're getting really good at dodging. Jake, do you use mathematics much in your job? Me personally? Barely. There we go! Everybody dead. We quickly shut off their hacking module, and we strip it hard, and then we lament our lack of fuel. Oh, this is getting dangerous. I like it. Fuel is almost non-existent. That was a good amount of scrap. We could go heavy on the shields, but I'm not super sold on that right now. We don't have a lot of power to fuel it, and we might need that scrap pretty desperately soon. Not getting much luck with the fuel draws now. So you are immediately hailed by a dangerous looking ship guarding a station. I'm feeling generous today. I shall allow you to choose your own death. Which do you like least? Shields, oxygen, or weapons? So they're going to disable one of these, and then we're going to have to fight them. Well, I turn to you, my crew. Would you rather be shot to death? Lose your oxygen or lose your weapons? We can hold our breath just fine, Jake. All that practice is going to come in handy. Use slugs as fuel. Seems to burn quite nicely. Oxygen is for suckers, Jake. Alright, seems that we're losing our oxygen then. A being that would choose suffocation. Who am I to judge? Your life support is sabotaged. They move into attack. I have no idea what that is, but I don't like it. However, it's unlikely that our shields are going to be all that necessary right now. Should we burn them to death? We don't have a lot of rockets left. Oh, they've got a detached oxygen bay. We can just shoot that down and kill them. I think we're going to have to save those fire bombs for later. No guarantee we'll even get much out of this one. We will, however, get that drone of ours activated. I don't even know what this does. Oh, I think it's a rocket and a teleporting rocket. Okay. It all makes sense to me now. Well, first and foremost, check that oxygen. Can't touch this. We have an amazing crew of artful dodgers. There we go. They won't be breathing now. Detecting a lack of air, yeah, it's on fire. That's okay, you've got it sorted. Should probably start doing something about their weapons smashing us to bits though. Also our combat drone got knackered. It's okay, it was surplus to requirements. That's better. Man, how did you get so... Oh, right, I did not pay attention to that. I definitely did not pay attention to that. Alright, shields are secondary. You take care of that fire. That's what you're good at. You go up there just in case you're needed. You do exactly the same. There we go. Should solve our problems there. Alright, now everybody can return to where they need to be, except you need healed up, as does Ben. In fact, Death could do with it as well. Probably still trying to repair that. Good luck now. Wonder how long it takes to starve them of oxygen though. Probably quite a while. That's why I wish we could see a bit more here. Okay, I think they've given up on that because I saw someone moving away. We probably breached it. And so it has has less oxygen than everywhere else, and now they just sit back and die. Works for me. So we take them out. We took a few points of damage, 2 or 3, but still they can't hurt us now if they don't repair their weapons. The crew is dead. Shut off the hacking. Take that fuel, and then we keep on keeping on. Hey, there's a store there. We could do 1, 2, and then get away. Where would that go? That would go 1, 2, 3. I think we can go 1, 2, 3 and out. 1, 2, 3. Probably worth the risk. I'm really bad at judging these though. I mean, I think would be okay going here, then here. Starting O2 has really saved our bacon more than once, Jake. Jake, just a tip. Keeping guns firing, even when all they do is bring down shields, is worth it for the extra experience. That's true, I've been neglecting that. You won't be in nebula for 2 of those jumps, that's very true. But I feel bad if I waste this opportunity. Nah, let's play on the safe side, shall we? Store first. I think the crew wants to live. So we don't have much choice, we have to buy all the fuel. Otherwise, what are we looking at? Clone Bay? I mean, I'm a big fan of check that medic bay, but we do not have a clone bay style running today. Mind control could help, hacking could definitely help. Costs this though. More fire bombs. Pike's beam. It's all pretty awesome, but I'll be honest, I don't see much use in many of these things. Prevents any drones from targeting anything. Cool. Recharge booster. Nope. Certainly not. Mind control is good for taking out the captain. Fix the ship, Jake. I'm certainly of the opinion that mind control will work well with what we're trying to do, which is sabotage a lot of enemy ships through fire. But it's very expensive. Oh well, we'll get it. There we go. Get some nice fixing done as well. What else can we do for the ship? We're going to need a bit more power right now. Seems to be something that we're frequently short of. Alright, nae bad. Nae bad at all. Boosts health and damage. Alright, let's keep on keeping on. Nebulas are terribly claustrophobic. I'm starting to feel real glad that we got out when we could. Okay, this is dangerous. Rebel stronghold or uncharted nebula? Where are we gonna go? We have only enough fuel to make one jump after we land. That's bad news for us. Pretty bad news. Cooler X2X. Try not to jinx this run. I would hate to say we're approaching the end here. Actually, we're about halfway. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 to go. Unidentified hostile sector. Rebel Stronghold says Death Shed. Ben also wants to go Rebel Stronghold. Go hard or go home. I think we can't go wrong with the wrong hold then. Let's do it. Once the Federation forces were scattered, the rebels came down hard on the locals here. Between the tax collectors and military bases, the rebel presence in the sector is high. We have a 1 in 3 shot of maybe getting some fuel. No, it doesn't work that way. We have a very low shot of getting any fuel here. Also, if we put on our help me button, then it's not going to go well for us at all. This is extremely dangerous. Well, let's do it. That's our last fuel burnt. You come across a rebel automated scout ship pursuing a civilian ship, weapons engaged. Honestly, this is one of the best things we could have seen because it gives us 2 shots of getting some fuel. One for destroying the automated scout ship and another, possibly, from the civilian ship. Sometimes they don't give you anything. They have a chance of giving us fuel. Go furthest to the right, stay ahead of rebels, says Sojourns. Well, too bad. We're helping them out, it seems. Sid, our captain, says it so. We power up our weapons, we engage the automated ship, we have no fuel to run away. This is do or die. And it just so happens they also have a Burst Laser Mark II, which is going to shred through our shields, and an Ion, which is, you guessed it, going to shred through our shields. Mind control will be useless here, but you know what won't be? This anti-combat drone. So will our own combat drone. Go for it, guys. Okay, that's pretty good. I want this one up and on the go as well. I need to think what I want to do here. I really don't want them ruining me with their weapons, so... Oh, that's good. Now we just need to dodge everything. Resisted. Good job, everybody. But that was merely phase 1. Oh, damn. Ah, so close. So damn close. Okay, that's pretty bad. Shields are in a critical state. Just in time for them to have an enemy combat drone as well. Pretty bad. You need to go and help them there. Also, we can't dodge because our dodging capabilities were just knackered. We are about to feel what is colloquially known as the pain. Fortunately, We have you, who might just eventually start working. Yes, great. Alright, with that everybody can return to positions kind of happily. Now what? Well, the drones are a bit of a problem, but not with an anti-drone thingamajigger. If I take out the shields, I'll get a much better shot on them. Won't be doing anything like that. Step one, but they might get their weapons back online. There we go, that's a lot better. Now you can take care of it, and you can take care of their weapons, and away they go. Let's pray for some fuel. No fuel. Contact the civilian ship, let's pray for some fuel. No fuel. This sector has become increasingly dangerous for friends of the Federation. Who would have guessed? It's the rebel wronghold. I think my crew can patch up some of your hull damage as thanks. Well, cheers. But we're stuck. Well, distress bacon's going on. We're gonna have to wait this one out. They won't get their weapons back online. Breaching stops automated ships from repairing. I had no idea of that. No idea whatsoever. Okay, there's a shame about that. But we gotta wait this one out. A refugee ship fleeing from the rebel advance enters the system. Having picked up your distress beacon, while it doesn't have much fuel to spare, it recognizes you're part of the Federation and offers to split its remaining fuel. Gain 1 fuel. Wow. Okay, well, it'll get us at least 1 jump. Yay, 1 fuel. It's okay, it's better than a kick in the face. We have a jump and a chance to get more fuel. Back to positions, everybody. We can make this yet. It's a great strat for killing the rebel flagship. Make it go automated, then use a breach combo to kill its systems. Good if you have breach bombs, I guess. Alright, we are gonna have to get as much headway on this as possible. It's a shame because it eats into our chance of getting more supplies. Okay, a rebel automated ship since dormant near a rebel forward radar station. We can approach it to keep our distance, or send a drone to distract the automated ship. I've never seen that last one before, and Captain did command us to always take the blue option. Your combat drone repeatedly fires at the automated ship. It can't break through its shields, but it's at least enough of a distraction to allow you to access to the radar station. Okay. As you attempt to hack in, you set off a hidden alarm system. It seems that now the rebels must surely be aware of your position. You hasten back to the ship. Except we have no fuel, and this is dangerous. Look at that progress. A mobile slugman fuel depot enters scanning range. My prices are fair, but I ask one thing. Do not insult me with negotiation. You check out his price list. It's scary. And he's incredibly well armed. And we have no choice but to negotiate. You offer a more reasonable price, but the slugman is outraged. He moves in to attack. Now, as we say around here, check that medibay. However, he has a lot of shield. And his enemy, his FTL is charging. We have no choice but to annihilate his ability to get away from here, which means shooting him dead. The odds are low on that. However, we have an ace in the hole here, and that's our ability to scramble this one's brains. We can do that. That'll stop him from charging his FTL and make him destroy this. Whilst that is going on, we could alternatively to shooting him down, take care of this. We would set fire to his friend here several times. Tach will join our side, of course. Slugs are immune to mind control, Jake. I had no idea. Back to plan A then. We can't kill these guys slowly. Really? I had no idea. Cool. Well, not cool. We're in grave danger here. Then again, if I did set fire to this... Well, we'll find out soon enough. I need to get one good smack on him, though. I know the oxygen is separate, but I don't have the luxury of time. Yeah, that's exactly what we needed. The question is, do I continue with another volley, which would break down his weapons? The weapons are the big threat against us. They would ravage us otherwise. I'm gonna have to. Alright guys, if ever there was a time for you to learn how to dodge, it's right now. Holy smoke, Sid, dicey. You've got this one down pat. Also, Tach is dying. There we go. That's amazingly good luck. Alright, he's a sitting duck. There is nothing he can do. Let's ready a firebomb. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I could just knock out his oxygen, but we'll keep a firebomb ready for just in cases. After all, his weapons aren't done yet. This one is a real beast. I second the intruder drone. We don't have intruder drones. Well, we do, but we don't have them in such a capacity that we can use them right now. Alright, one down. As the shields go down, I won't even need a firebomb for this. I can just penetrate them and take out their oxygen, or just shoot the other slug to death. I mean, I do like the idea of shooting him to death. But I also like the idea of watching him die. Let's all sit back, grab a drink, and enjoy. Are you joking me? He offered me 10 fuel, but it turns out he only had 2. The ship suddenly disables their weapon, there's no explanation, and they don't respond to hails. It seems during the battle they lost some fuel cells from storage. You quickly collect it and leave. Why quickly? Why is that all we get? Well, we've got to maximize our opportunities here, so we have to go away to this location. Bit of a shame. I left wondering if it's not worth our time switching out the drone here. But combat is extremely useful, and anti-drone has saved our bacon already. So I think it's... I don't trust randomly either, so... let's carry on carrying on. You burnt every other fuel. Aye, maybe. So we detect a rebel automated ship nearby. It does not engage, and it seems to be patrolling. It seems reasonably well armed. I can't tell if that's ion or laser. And has what looks to be heavy laser. Do we avoid provoking it, or do we attack to get to that sensor station? Another reason to burn every slug, Jake. They cannot be trusted. Death Shed wants to attack, so does Captain Sid. We attack. Okay, so this is why we keep the anti-drone on us then. Taking care of that attack drone. And we're gonna have to dodge pretty hard if we don't want to get bamboozled by this. Nice shot. Damn nice shot, actually. Not enough power, you say? I disagree. Alright, guys, I know you got 29% of aid chance, but make it count. Well, damn. What needs to go down? Certainly their weapon system, but there's a lot I don't like about these guys. Probably weapons first and foremost. That's just golden. Okay, but I don't like that attack drone. It's a level 2, so I need to destroy it. Wow. Oh, okay, it missed. I thought we missed it. Wow, you guys are good. Okay, I don't feel terribly threatened if it's getting ravaged like that. There we go. That's damn good. Now we can keep some pressure on its shields this way. It can do likewise, but I'm not scared of that thing. Not scared at all. And besides, it gives us plenty of opportunity to train our dodging. You know, until I destroy it like that. Easy peasy. And there's no fuel. Okay, at least we managed to get the entire surrounding area to our attention. Those stores look extremely useful for us. We need that fuel. I hate having to spend everything on fuel like this, though. I'd rather go here than here, but if we don't get fuel out of this, then we are entering the bone zone. If by some miracle it stops here, we could jump to there, then out. Oh, but we could go boom, so that works as well. Really, it all works. Bone zone it is, Jake. Nah, we're taking the store. And we need that fuel pretty badly. I'll get that before I'm tempted by anything else. Burst Laser Mark II is so amazingly good. I want it. We could sell a couple of system repair drone. What do I need? 42. We can get that by selling these two. And that is what's happening because Burst Laser 2 is amazing. Shield is similarly absurdly amazing. Oh, and we would get it back every time. Sell rock plating. We get 40 for that. The shield is so good it's very difficult to explain just how good it is. We could get both if we sold the rock plating. You need too much power for a shield drone. Aye, but we can get power. I mean, we can't run with the Burst Laser Mark II right now, but we certainly could in the future. Oops, we bought it. I could sell the rock plating and the combat drone, and I'd be able to buy a shield drone. And we could use it in the... Shield drones are slow. Aye, they are. Aye, they are. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. Rock plating is a trademark of the ship. Never sell it. There is somebody asking why we don't buy the last fuel. It is a bit risky not to buy it. We'll take it. Okay. We're short a few things. Really, I just wish we had more scrap for shields and weapons at this point. Because if we were able to get the heavy pierce as well as all of this, we'd have 6 volleys and then a pierce, which is amazing. But that's all for the future. We go here, then here, here, here if we can. Otherwise just here, here, here. No need for that other store. What does rock plating do? Gives us a chance to avoid taking damage. You arrive at a populated sector. One merchant seems to be mass broadcasting a request for mercenary ship to aid him. Are we or are we not a mercenary ship? Power on the 2 burst lasers, Jake. What's better, a burst laser or a heavy pierce? A heavy pierce does 2 damage if it hits, and it can penetrate 1 shield. But it's probably better to get the burst laser in, I agree. Help them out, says Ben, and Sid were always up for mercenary mode. Great, I was worried no one would respond. My usual carrier is days late and I need you to deliver this cargo of drone parts. I hope it's shield drone parts. Okay, we'll trust you. Yeah, sure. I can be trusted. Damn, this is so savage, having these 2 things here. Deliciously savage. Oh, wow. If we go to the quest marker, we have to fight the rebel fleet. Or at the very least evade them. If we don't do the quest, then we keep the drone parts, which aren't very much use to us. I'm gonna trust this one on Captain Sid. Do we steal the parts, or do we fight the rebel fleet? There is no third option. We have only 1 extra jump that we can make. And that is to go here, then here. We honor our contracts, Jake. Sheesh. Okay, Captain Sid has made it clear. We honor our contracts. You arrive at the location given. You're supposed to deliver drone parts here. Okay. You find a small research station and discover it's putting out a distress signal. Strangely, there's no response to your hails. Well, the captain's overriding this. We honor our contracts. As you explore the base, crazed screams are heard. Your team retreats back to your ship with a number of armed scientists in pursuit. One of your team starts to cough and falls in a spasm on the floor. Better get him to that medibay. You hold him down and the medibay is able to stop whatever neurotoxins was on the ship. Once he recovers, you prepare for a fight. They're beyond help. Okay. I see. Well, hope they're ready to fight a whole load of rock. Fortunately, Dicey is made of sterner stuff. He'll take care of that, no problem. So, we do keep the parts, and everybody is crazy. And we have to fight the rebel fleet. So who was it who says we do both? Okay, we steal the parts and fight the fleet. Mecharic, looks like that's exactly what's happening. This is gonna hurt. Deathshed says it too, this is gonna hurt. Also a forward scout to the rebel fleet. Life's gonna get even harder now. Alright. They don't have a teleporting bay, but I think that's a double firing double cannon with a double firing single cannon and a flak cannon. Our shields are forfeit. Well, at least they don't have drones, at least. Alright, everybody hold your breath. We're going in deep. And if I mind control you, they'll slow down on the firing. But if I mind control you, they're less likely to be able to dodge. We're getting ripped to pieces here. Dodge! Ah, you tried. Get that repaired on the double. Breathe easy, folks. Otherwise, still don't want them ravaging me. Okay, that's couldn't ask for a much better shot than that. Back to position, everyone. What? Jings. Now I'm wondering if I want to set fire to everybody. Check that medi bay. They'd heal while repairing it. Probably shouldn't take the chances right now. There's a lot of chances being taken as we speak. But check that medi bay. They can't dodge. If I set fire to them, no, not worth it. Not worth it. Phew. Where's the fuel? Their ship breaks apart and you're relieved to know that you're still one step ahead of the fleet. Life form scanner, get. Tons of scrap, get. Massive danger, get. Okay, this is pretty bad. This is pretty damn bad. We still have mind control on our side. We do not have enough to upgrade our weapons or our shields to any reasonable degree. Do I need any extra power? I mean, we can use the hold your breath technique, but I think we do want a bit of extra power on our side here. Oh man. We are literally one step ahead of that fleet, but we have to go back. Okay, well, everybody's as good as they can be. Let's face the music. We go in, all guns blazing. They have an anti-ship barrage. They can teleport in. They have 5 crew member. We gotta survive long enough to make our way out. Wish I'd upgraded those engines now, come to think of it. Or potentially our cockpit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something. They are gonna shred us. So first thing to do is to stop them from using their weapons to its fullest. It's unlikely I'll be able to get through with any of these. Might be better off setting fire to them, because they probably dodge really well. Hang on. Best thing I can do is turn you to my side, so that it won't be able to dodge, and then I'll let off full barrage and I'll be able to get 2 shots in on this. Yeah, that seems the most logical. 3 if I have you going. Hoverless says, well, this was worth 5 drones. Also, when we make the jump, yeah, we won't have the fuel. Again. Funny that. Alright, so they straight away decide that the best thing to do is to fight the Mantis Man. Let's keep him covered until Rocky Reassurance appears. Stopping us from getting an idea of what's going on, but that mind control lets us see what's happening at the very least. Alright. No, that's not what I want. I want to take down their weapon system. Please! Oh! That's just savage. And they took down our engines a touch. That's extremely bad. That's also extremely bad. There goes my mind control operation. And here comes the big gun. We need to get out of here, recht nu, as they say. Really don't like those engines firing at me. Okay, well, I've done something. And there goes some of our shields as well. Thankfully there's an Engi there. We need another Engi to help take care of that. At least it's not on fire as well. And they're back for more with the whole fighting. Okay, and they want to take care of that. And there goes our mind control in a big way. Alright. That fire's going to spread like wildfire if we don't take care of it. But they're also going to do some damage if they take care of that. We need those engines taken care of, and this Engie's going to die. Need that engine working. Man, that's pretty bad. You're going there, but that's really not where we need you right now. We need you on those engines pretty bad. We honor our contracts. Alright, you beat him up for a bit. Forget that. We need that taken care of. Useless at hitting them there. Here comes some pain. Shinto, that's something we need repaired right now. NG, forget about the shields. Getting moving takes precedent right now. Alright, we're out of here. Mantis controlled or the civilian sector? Where are we going? Can't believe we almost died for 5 drone bits when we have a drone arm. But hey, that was Sid's decision, and you know what? We survived. Where are we going? Tobus wants to go to the civilian sector. So does Ben. Sidoin wants to take on the Manti, as does Death Shed. But that's 3 now for the civvies. 2 versus 3, Captain on the 2. Alright, well, Captain has been overruled. It seems that even this far into the game, he just can't keep his crew under control. Welcome to a new sector. Get to the exit beacon and jump to the next sector before the pursuing rebels catch you. Okay, well, these things can't get much worse than this right now. Alright, our Engi friends take care of... Oh, well, actually, we can oxygenate that room and get it fixed. You guys get in there. The 5 drone bits were ours anyway, Jake. We almost died for nothing when you think about it. Yes. Yes, we did, Captain Sid. Well, amazingly, nobody on this rust bucket has actually died, so I suppose things are going pretty good. No deaths in FTL. That's unusual. Also, we have 1 jump. And this one opens up the most possibilities. Let's pray for us. Oh, I forgot to check out the augmentation we got earlier. Detects the location of any life forms even when sensors don't function. That's kind of cool. Upon arriving at this beacon, you detect a distress call. Local scans reveal that a Federation transport is under attack from a rebel scout. Do we head the Federation ship, or do we use this chance to escape? It's hilarious that we use this chance to escape when we can't actually escape. Ben says, I like how my character is just standing in the shield room, probably distracting the guy who's doing the hard work. Seems that we're going to help them out. Let's say the Federation ship, we power up, and okay, they got a beam weapon. They cannot penetrate our shields, but they certainly have some rockets. And they have an anti-combat drone, so using our combat drone is a fool's errand. Check that medibay for real, and regular defense drone as well. Okay. Fortunately, our mind control device is going to help us out here. And we can anti-drone this thing away. Not that it's going to do anything to us. This is the only real problem that we have then. So I dare say we should probably try to disable it before it ravages what's left of our hull. And I can make you... Oh, they're trying to FTL charge away. Right, I should have thought of that. Damn, might be worth setting fire to the ship. Might be worth setting fire to the ship instead of doing anything else. Because we're going to have some trouble getting through all that. I'm going to have some incredible trouble getting through that. And they have a medibay, which makes life a little harder for me as well. And I couldn't even make a dent in them with that. Okay, if I set fire to it, what are they going to do? Assuming that I hit them with that. Probably going to put out the fire, move back here, and then be fine on their merry way. Jake, go for the crew kill. Jeez. You have time to mind control on the pilot just right. If another crew member fights the pilot, they dodge again. Let's see. Well, we have a long time that we're going to have to wait on that one. I think we'll try another volley at the bit here. If that fails, well, too bad. Damn, we're just not having the luck there. And their FTL is still charging. Wrong one. I need my fireball. Oh, that's terrible. It does 4 damage, which is kind of scary, actually. Gonna have to pray for this firebomb then. Well, it does something. Double fire damage, and they're still charging their way out of that. Alright, thankfully I can mind control you to infight instead of taking care of that. Oh god, one more of those and we're dead. They're still infighting though, whilst in the fire. That kind of works for me. There's no guarantee that I'll make this, but I need to defend myself. No, didn't happen. Okay. Alright, odds of dodging this incoming rocket are extremely low. Oh, we got it. We actually got it. Okay, but it's not over yet. Do we firebomb them further or what? Okay. Why is Ben almost dead? Oh yeah, that whole rocket and fire situation that I wasn't paying attention to. Dicey is almost dead as well. They send their regards. Fire in the rock... fire in the weapons area might work. But they're working on that. They're working on lots of things that I don't want them working on. Alright, if I mind control them, that's going to delay that. And then I just firebomb this again. Well, again, still the first time I did it. Of course, now though, they cannot dodge, period. So I should start lobbing everything I can at them. Okay. This is kind of acceptable. Nice thing about the burst laser is that it fires off particularly quickly. They're starting to die. I might be able to set fire to them to death. That's extremely, well... in for a penny, in for a pounding, right? especially since I have the power of mind control. It might be worth our time. Now fight to the death, my pawns. All while I gear up for another delicious bout of firebomb. Okay, well, another one dead. Liu Jun is going to be having a bit of a tricky situation. Jake, heal. Might be an idea. Let's get our own guys healing whilst we're talking about their unfortunates. Anti-drone is actually doing nothing for us, so let's get these guys healed up as much as we can. Oh, I see. You like dying, and you like giving me fuel. I like that. We salvage what we can, we contact the Federation ship. Thank you for saving us. This ship is transporting Federation civilians on the run for rebellion, and we don't have the equipment to fight for ourselves. I don't have much to offer, but I can inform you of a hidden Federation base. They might have some healing for us. We must go there. God, that took 8 off of our hull with 2 missiles. This is the problem of not having any defense drones. Single defense drone could have saved us with all that. Alright, we gotta make our way to that quest marker. There is no other option here. We do have... damn. I want 2 more on the weapons so that we can have the burst laser and heavy pierce going side by side. Couldn't ask for a much better thing here. We've been hit hard by the war, we need more drone parts to speed up our repairs. We do not need more than about 4 drone parts. We sell them, and we sell them. I'm sure I had a follow-up for that, but hey. Shields or guns? Shields or guns? Really no choice here, sell them all. I turn to our crew and I present to you the question here. Do we focus on shields or do we focus on guns? If we have guns, we can get our burst lasers and our heavy pierce going at the same time. If we focus on shields, we'll be able to take 1 more hit before we start dying. Won't apply to rockets, of course. Way to turn, Jake. The quest may become a shop, says someone that's not part of the crew. See, those 5 drones were important. No. Alright, well, we can check after the quest, and indeed after the store. What does the quest hold for us? Oh, well, we're out of fuel now. I hope it holds fuel. You search near the coordinates given to you, but your search yields no results. Perhaps they were mistaken. Oh. Okay. That's nice. That's real sweet. We're probably gonna need that dodge chance pretty soon. Guns upgrade, Jake. I can't afford both of them. Can't afford both the shields. Can't afford both the shields, but that comes at its own expense. DDR destroyed. Sugar says I don't want to die yet. Yeah, but I don't want to waste what we have on shields. I mean, I know the hull is about to break, but a good offense, you know, if we just get to that shop. Oh dear. A ship responds to your distress and moves in. Unfortunately, it turns out to be an automated rebel scout. It immediately reverses thrust after scanning your ship. Alright, and they possess the Mantis Man. And they have something that fires 5 shots at us. Firebomb will be useless here. Burst lasers will most likely be a bit useless here. Mind control will be useless. Healing a bit useless. This could be the end of the road. Also, if you destroy that subsystem, then other bad things happen, so somebody please stop him from doing that. Fortunately, Rockmen can take one hell of a beating. But I can't have you shooting me. Oh god! We're gonna dodge like we've never dodged before. Nope, nope, and nope. And at least putting my thoughts on the shield to death, we got hit by the rocket as well. Oh, wow. I'm not gonna say we died trying to get some unnecessary drone parts, but at least we died knowing that we fulfill our contract. One last explosion marks your fate as your ship is torn apart. To be fair, we did really well for hard mode there. That was a lot of fun though. That was a hell of a lot of fun. I think we might have to get back to doing this somewhat regularly. One wonders why I even stopped. I think it's because, yeah, because I had like Roguelike Friday, and then I was playing Fort Zombie, and I was like, wow, this game is rubbish, just like I remember. Regardless, we are dead, and I said I'd be back in the morning for some Europa Universalis, so I better hit that hay. Cheers for joining. This goes out to all of our crew, Sid, Ben, Numbers, Extra Sugar, Torno, and all the rest. You blew up, you died, you failed your mission, but you honor your contracts. So from me, for now, it's cheers. And in space, no one can hear me say cheerio, so never mind that.